fake deepness. I come to watch the Super Bowl to watch a performance. I didn't come to think.
And that right there is your problem. You didn't think at all. Once again, a black British person opens their mouth and shows again how uneducated they are.
Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video we want to talk about a popular UK, okay, this is it. Today's video we want to talk about a popular black UK influencer slash podcaster speaking on the Kendrick Lamar Superbowl halftime show. We already did a video on people's reaction on the Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl show. So if you haven't seen that video, go check it out. So you can probably catch up if you're not in the US and you didn't watch the show. So just want to get people's reaction. So the reaction for the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl has always been very mixed. Some people like it, some people love it. Most people like it, most black people like it. But Madam Joy, okay, the UK influencer that decided to speak on it and talk about how fake deepness is, that how people form fake deepness, that the Super Bowl should not be a place where people go to think. If you know Kendrick Lamar, you know Kendrick Lamar is a thought-provoking artist, is an activist, and she coming to talk about why Kendrick Lamar will want to make people deep think when all she wants to do is to be entertained, not to deep think. And this has really gotten a lot of people talking. People have called her out. In fact, the entire black Americans are dragging Madam Joy on the internet for even speaking on Kendrick Lamar and speaking on topics that she knows nothing about. I need you guys to see this Madam Joy's clip that has gotten everybody, especially the black American community, to speak up and to call her out on what she said. Let's go check out the clip, people's response to it, and then we'll come back and talk more.
Now, I love Kendrick. I love the fact that being a hater can end up being a success. But this performance, I just thought it was really mediocre for me. Maybe because I'm not a hardcore Kendrick fan. There was a lot of the songs that I didn't know. I knew some of the mainstream ones. Like when SZA came, I was like, yes, twin. The rest of them, I don't know. I thought the visuals was amazing. We had Samuel Jackson come on as Uncle Tom, and then obviously the dancers came and the American flag, and then obviously he performed They're Not Like Us. I just thought it was an okay performance. There are a lot of people on the internet who are like, oh my God, you just didn't understand. One thing I cannot stand is fake deepness. I come to watch the Super Bowl to watch a performance. I didn't come to think. I don't want to feel like I'm reading a book. So when I'm seeing, oh, but you did not understand the allegoric significance of when the dancers were wearing blue, and the blue means it signifies the sadness of the American state. Like, I just want to dance. I don't want to watch a performance and then have to read a book to understand what the performance was about, okay? Come to watch the Super Bowl to watch a performance. I didn't come to think. I don't want to feel like I'm reading a book.
When people are talking about the rise of anti-intellectualism, this is exactly what they're talking about. How can you come on your platform of more than 1 million people and confidently say that you want something as simple as a Super Bowl halftime show to be further dumbed down for the likes of you, and you're not even embarrassed when you say stuff like that? The fact that it's on the Super Bowl means that it's been checked and cleared by a committee. Probably hundreds, if not thousands of people have looked through that and made sure that the messaging is not too revolutionary, and you're still asking for it to be dumbed down. I think this speaks to a larger issue that I'm starting to realize with influencers who have millions of followers. They do not want a revolution. Why would they?
Like, I just want to dance.
When people are talking about changing the status quo and shaking the table, bro, they're at that table. Why would they want it to be shaken? They just want you to smile and remain distracted, and they want you to eat your peanuts and enjoy the circus. That's about it.
Fake deepness. I come to watch the Super Bowl to watch a performance. I didn't come to think.
And that right there is your problem. You didn't think at all. Once again, a black British person opens their mouth and shows again how uneducated they are. Why do y'all feel the need to talk on black American and American history when you don't know shit? And you know what? You don't have to know shit, but stop speaking on it. This is American sport that has so much rooted in history. Black history is American history. So, of course, in times that are like this, where they're getting rid of DEI and all that stuff, he's showing symbolism. It's like, it doesn't make sense. If I don't understand anything, why am I speaking on it? You see how that doesn't make sense? And then when you said this BS,
had Samuel Jackson come on as Uncle Tom.
Uncle Tom?
Uncle Sam.
You don't even know what Uncle Tom is? In correction, it was Uncle Sam.
Exactly.
You don't know what you're talking about. You don't even know the words that you're saying at this point. If you can't be entertained and use your critical thinking at the same time, I don't know what to tell you. It's crazy how I just saw a think piece of a white Irish woman breaking down the symbolism. She's not even American. I felt unity in that. I felt empowered in watching that performance. And you're gonna sit your ass in there and say that. For you to sit there and say fake deepness shows how much ignorance and privilege you sit on. If you don't get it, cool. Get this. When Kendrick says they not like us, y'all included in that.
Joyce, sometimes let's learn to keep quiet. Even if we have to talk, let's try to do some research. It's very important that we don't just contribute to everything on the social media space. Very important, especially when we don't know anything about it. You've done a great job creating this whole persona, but when you're beginning not to do research, you're looking really, really bad.
Yeah.
Just in December, you got in trouble for saying some narcissistic stuff in Lagos. This didn't end. We're just in February, you're in trouble again. Because you just didn't want to keep your mouth shut. Again, I'm not saying you shouldn't voice your opinion. Hell, your whole brand is all about voicing opinions. That has been the reason why we love Madam Joyce. I love you. I watch your content. I really genuinely love you. But one thing I don't want you to do is to up the way these two boys did. And you're looking like you're about to. James and Fahad had everything working for them. All they needed to do was do research. And that's what you're not doing. Let me tell you something with American pop culture. You just don't open your mouth wide and just say nonsense.
Facts.
You get it? Not like the British audience you're working with or the Nigerian audience you're working with. With the American audience, you have to be smart to say what makes sense. Because they will call it out. They're known for that. They will call you out. They're not scared of you. When you come and disrespect the whole culture like that, they will drag the hell out of you. You're being dragged right now. And again, I hate it that this is happening to you. And I know at the end of the day, we're all going to say that, oh, all publicity is good publicity. No, it's not. When you're known to be a fool, it's not good publicity. You're going to be a fool for the rest of your time.
I did not know who Mama Joyce was, this Mama Joyce, until today. The only Mama Joyce that I knew was Candy's mama for Real Housewives of Atlanta. But she is caught up in controversy because she had some things to say regarding Kendrick's halftime performance. Now, for context, she is a Black woman from the UK. And a lot of things that I pointed out from the podcast episode was that she doesn't want to think she wants to be entertained. A lot of talking points we've heard from white people. Now, context, I am first gen Congolese American. I've grown up in the States for most of my life. That includes an awareness of Black American culture and history. With that being said, when you are speaking on Black American history, that is essentially American history, you need to be educated on. Doubling down on the commentary regarding Kendrick's performance to just fans being uber protective and saying, oh, he can't be critiqued, is disingenuous and very ignorant. It's okay to say that you don't have that exposure or in proximity to people that have the lived Black American experience or just the lived Black experience in general. To start a whole diaspora war during Black History Month after the month that a lot of Black people in the U.S. have had since that orange man took office, it's like, that's the worst introduction people can have to you. Y'all know I say it all the time. Worst time to get introduced to new people is when you're in a controversy. Have fun cleaning this up.
One thing I cannot stand is fake deepness. I come to watch the Super Bowl to watch a performance. I didn't come to think.
I'm gonna hold your hand with a napkin in between when I say this. We know stink a butt. Trust. We can tell. Raise the price on the mics. They are far too easily accessible. Get a journal. Your thoughts need to be put on paper, not on a podcast. Like admitting with your full chest that you just want to be entertained and don't want to have to use your brain is crazy. Ho, is you feeling pip pip cheerio? If y'all wanted a meaningless and mediocre performance, you could have sold out J-Lo's concert tour, but alas, she had to cancel. But with Kendrick Lamar, never gave shuck and jive. This is Kendrick Lamar. The Kendrick Lamar who uses his music to speak out against racial inequality and systemic oppression. The Kendrick Lamar who came out in a chain gang for his 2016 Grammys performance. The same performance that has been all but scrubbed from the Pulitzer Prize winning Kendrick Lamar. The activist Kendrick Lamar. Y'all thought he was going to get on the world's biggest stage and not make a political statement? Please be so He literally said this is bigger than the music and y'all are like, just entertain us. Mind you, y'all will be the same people who complain about the problems in the world. Let me add a second napkin in between when I tell you this. Sense is chasing you, but you are much faster.
Ooh.
Please slow down and let her catch up.
Okay, girl.
Hope this helps. Peace and love. Talk to you later.
I come to watch the Super Bowl to watch a performance. I didn't come to think. I don't want to feel like I'm reading a book.
For people like you is the reason why so many Black Americans do not take Black UK people seriously. Now, I'm not even a Black American. I am Afro-Colombian. I was born and raised in Colombia until I was 15, and then I moved here, and I've been taught US American history, and I've been living in the US as a Black person and as an Afro-Latino. But even I, a foreigner, understood and knows the reality of the US right now and what is going on in the US and why Kendrick Lamar's performance was so significant for Black people. Kendrick Lamar sent a whole message of protest and celebrating Black culture. The fact that you came here, set up a mic, sit down, edit it, and say, I didn't come here to think, I came here to be entertained. You have no idea how privileged that is. There's not a lot of people right now in the US who have the privilege to sit down and be like, I want to be entertained. No, because their whole lives are falling apart. Why? Because they make part of a minority group. This is a very coon behavior. And not to fall into stereotypes, but I see this pattern in Africans that live in the UK or Black people born and raised in the UK. And let's say artistically wise, you were expecting top-notch, next-level performances like the Grammys or whatnot. And he could have easily gone and, entertain you to distract you of what's going on in the world. But instead of that, he chose to make a call of action. So I'm sorry the culinary in your mind did not let you understand what was going on and you got bored because you choose not to use your brain. But maybe try to have some more empathy in the future and put yourself in somebody else's shoes. Just saying.
You didn't understand the performance because the performance wasn't for you. Full stop. I wish the Brits would stop giving their opinions on American culture / Black American culture. Kendrick Lamar's performance is an example of Black American culture, which some of you Black Brits keep saying Black Americans don't have. Yes, I'm a Nigerian American, but I have been living in America for 24 years at this point. I started school here from 6th grade on, so I was engulfed into American history and I was engulfed into Black American history. So I kind of know a little bit what I'm talking about. But for the most part, I let the Black Americans have their conversations because they're the only ones that can truly speak on this topic. That being said, Madam Joyce, it is okay to not have an opinion on everything. It is okay to say, you know what, I actually don't listen to like a lot of his music, and I want to enjoy a performance and just not have to think. So I'm just not gonna make an opinion about this performance. You yourself just said you're a fan of Kendrick because he's a hater. You're only a fan of Kendrick right now because of the drama he's in with Drake. And that's fine. You can like Kendrick for whatever reason. You say you don't know a lot of his songs. Of course, Not Like Us is probably the biggest song right now. But I need you to understand, even with the Not Like Us lyrics, he's also talking about you. He's talking about basically all of the people that are not Black Americans or, not West Coasters, East Coasters, that are not engulfed in that culture. They are talking about y'all. The fact that you said that Samuel L. Jackson is dressed as Uncle Tom, I said we could wrap this shit because she doesn't know what she's talking about. He is dressed as Uncle Sam. Samuel, Sam, Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam. If you don't know who Uncle Sam is, then again, you are not qualified to speak on this topic. And that's okay. Just to think that we weren't gonna have a diaspora award, but of course it's Black History Month. At some point, diaspora award is gonna happen. We just got off of y'all's neck about beans on toast when y'all was trying to be money after we lost access to TikTok for 18 hours. The words Samuel L. Jackson was saying throughout the set had some context to it, some historical Black American context to it. Serena Williams wasn't just there to dance on the grave of her ex. There was a historical context to her crip walking on that stage. That's why I'm saying, if you don't understand the Black American culture, it's okay to say I don't know and just don't say nothing.
Ciao, Madam Joy, Madam Joy. Let me know what you think about this Madam Joy controversy down in the comment section. Go ahead and share your thoughts. I really want to know what you guys think. And I know a lot of you guys here on this channel are from America, and some of you guys are actually Black Americans. So I really want to know you guys' take on this. And this is not to start a diaspora war or anything, guys. So please, okay, so go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. But please keep it respectful. Yeah, on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, and share your thought. So, like the whole Kendrick Lamar conversation and even Madam Joy speaking on it, Madam Joy has actually been very, very controversial for the past couple of months. There was one she did about Nigeria, calling Nigeria girls. I can't even, I wanted to do it, but it was not worth it. Like, I was just like, come on. But for her to actually speak on things that she doesn't know or she hasn't gone to educate herself really speaks enough. And the fact that Super Bowl usually announce who is going to perform at the Super Bowl months before the Super Bowl. And they already announced it's Kendrick Lamar. So what was she expecting to get when it's the Kendrick Lamar on the platform doing his thing? Kendrick Lamar has openly been an advocate. He has always speak about the oppression of Black people, the Black culture, the Black experience, and he usually make political statements. So for the NFL to say, okay, you know what, the Super Bowl to say that is who they want this year on the Super Bowl, they know exactly what they're doing. And Kendrick Lamar knows exactly what he's doing when he decided to take up that gig and make a large statement on it. And not even knowing the consequences of things going on in America, it's really sickening. I personally am not from America. I've never been in America, but I usually create a lot of political content on America or even cultural content about America and even around Black people and Black Americans. But one thing I've come to realize, and you guys here on this channel is so amazing, educating me on things that I don't know, but I don't speak on things or don't come on things to comment on things that you don't know. Rather, you ask for people to people that know, people that are living the experience to educate you. And this is why, like, because you can air an opinion, because you can do commentary, that does not mean you should speak on everything. If you don't know, be very open and say, you know what, I really don't understand it. It wasn't my cup of tea, and keep it moving. But to call it mediocre and try to grade it, like, it's really, if it's not your cup of tea, just keep it moving. I don't understand why people feel like they have to say something negative or they have to bring something down because the thing does not fit them or it doesn't fit their aesthetics or whatever. I personally, like I said in my first video about the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl, I loved it because I enjoy political, I want movement like this. I want artists to be able to speak up for the truth. I want more realistic call of actions when it comes to music, entertainment. The world already is already messed up already, especially for Black people, especially for Black women. But so to see that everything is just going to be kumaya, entertainment, stop. It's because a lot of us are not being educated. I would say when I started creating content and I started looking into the Black American history and educating myself and you guys educating me, there's a lot of things I found out and I'm just like, I didn't even know. The media as a whole, when I mean the media we know, not social media, has fed us with a lot of misconception, a lot of ideas that really needs to be unpacked. But to feel that you can speak on a culture, you can speak on a music because you are Black, like that's not, without educating yourself, that's not good enough. And to have a huge platform that's supposed to be used to educate people, and this is why I don't understand, like, even on social media, you guys know I do, like, I am of the opinion that social media, you should be impacting life in one way or the other. And I get it, entertainment sometimes is good. You just want to get away from all the things going on around you. But why don't we just start really making intentional content that educates, that inform people of what is really happening in life and how to navigate life? Because all the Kumbaya is not going to take away the problem that is out there for us. They are not. So can we just, and just, if you know you don't have anything good, positive, just keep it moving. The world is hard enough. If you know you don't educate yourself, you don't know something, shush. And if you don't want to shush, ask for people to educate you. If you guys want me to, because I have a lot of videos on some of the decoding of the Kendrick Lamar Super Bowl performance. If you guys want me to do a compilation of that, please, I'll do that. Because I find out that there was a whole lot of messages that I didn't even clock in or I didn't even get to know. But the African American people will know because they are the ones living that struggle. They are the ones living it there. So if you guys want me to do a video of that, please let me know. So I'll probably do that and post it tomorrow. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think about this conversation of non-Black Americans speaking on Black Americans' experience and Kendrick Lamar performance, what you think about it. Go down in the comment section, share your thought. But please, as always, please keep it respectful. You guys know how we do it here. We're always respectful. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see. And that'll be supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.